Shalom, this is Amonute Tayac of Piscataway, your friendly neighborhood Schumann, Sophia Spiritualite, the AmaruKhan Miriyam, and we're here with a quick video um, regarding some details about how I'm uh, being told this energy is going to work itself out for the next 2 weeks. So on Friday, I did a video where we talked about how the give and receive work. But today, I want to talk about specifically things that you can do to maximize this energy and how to actually carry yourself during this time period. Because um, the way things are kind of playing themselves out, they're already starting to try this whole thing where they put us in argument mode where we argue for the next 2 weeks. And I just mention it so in case you like, what's going on with the community, man? Um, Cardi B and it has did a live stream or something on Instagram where she said she left her husband Offset because he was fooling around with Krishan Rock, who is Blueface's baby mama. That he doesn't like her. He likes his other baby mama. So this is a lot of drama, right? It's a lot of characters involved. And then you have Blueface coming out because the first baby mama was hanging out with the second baby mama and they left the kids with him, which child support should have been, CPS should have been called on that because there's no way you leave that man with any child, period. Um, it's a bad idea just by his general behavior. But I remember last year at this time is when you had people started arguing over the whole Meg, the boy horse, and Tory Lanez thing. And so now you have this whole Cardi B, Krishan Rock, Offset, Blueface, all these characters trying to rile up this animosity between our men and our women. And so, with that foundation being laid, this is my recommendation and what I'll be doing. Number one, I'm not going to be consuming as much media as I normally do, or I have been up to this point. I'm going to um, deliberately cut down on my media consumption and my time on uh, Twitter, especially. I'm just going to cut down my consumption of that. I'm going to replace that with spending more time focusing in on that book, the Tao Te Ching, and trying to line it up with different information that comes out of the Bible because it actually does line up. The very first chapter, I found it lined up with something that Paul wrote. So I'll be, making some videos discussing that. So you want to make sure that you're taking in high vibrational information, that you're engaged in high vibrational activities. What does that mean? Again, I'm here with the Santa hat. I'll be Santa hatting it up. I have my list made. I have my kids make their list. And then I'm going to be focusing on what I want to see over the next 6 months. So because this new moon that's tomorrow is in my house of income, I'm going to be focusing in on that kind of stuff, like how to stabilize my income, how to increase my income, how to deal with those kind of uh, earthy issues, right? And so I just want people to focus on what they want. This is the epitome of fake it till you make it. Now I understand why my chart is the way that it is, because if I was in bad energy and during this time, it could really be miserable. But by focusing in on the good energy that I have access to right now and magnifying it with the energy that's coming in, I'll be able to really make the most of this time period. And so that's what I'm recommending for people to do. focus in on the good energy that you have access to. Don't be getting into no arguments with people already. People, people are very cross. They're trying to start arguments and crazy stuff. It's like, no, I'm going to ignore all of that. I'm going to focus in on the things that I like. I'm going to fake it till I make it. If I got a few dollars tomorrow, I'm going to go to someplace, sit down and eat some lunch, really focus on the life that I want to live. During some point during this next 2 weeks, I'm going to take myself down to the beach and ground. Even though it's cold, I'm going to, and cold is relative because it was like 45 degrees earlier. So you Northerners and Midwesterners, don't come for me. I'm a Floridian now. So, yeah, I'm going to focus in on the things that I want, how I want my life to look, how I want my kids to receive me, not overly trying to just like make people happy, but expressly trying to not create conflict with people, especially not creating conflict, because that conflict is just going to roll itself up and make it worse over the next 6 months. It's just going to be, if you're conflicting now, you're going to be conflicting for the next 6 months. So you really want to focus on, holly jolly, ho ho ho, sugar cane and or candy canes and gingerbread houses. Like, for real, like, it seems like counterintuitive, but it actually matches the energy. And at this point, if anybody has had the last, horrible last 2 years, what harm is it going to do giving it a chance to see, okay, well, what if I do just go all in and holly jolly on these fools? How much worse can things get? And that's basically the way that I'm looking at it. How much worse can things get? Like, my last 2 years were horrible. So what I wasn't doing was this right here, holly jolly, making a list and checking it twice, candy canes and gingerbread. Like, I wasn't doing this. So let's try giving this a try and see what happens. These are all experiments. The most valuable thing that I'll be losing is my time. So if it doesn't work, but that's not what the astrology is saying, that's not what the energy is saying, and that's not what these people are saying. And now I understand why, certain people act the way that they do. Especially right now, it's like those demons, they really don't, this is their last stand. If we hold a high vibration through this whole holiday season and we're able to really push these birthing of the new of our new daughter, the new earth, out into fruition, there's nowhere for them to go. There's no space for them. And so it's really important to not just keep your vibration high at this point, but to really go all in on good vibes. This is a all hands on deck for good vibes. That's probably what I'm going to call this video. We want to be vibrating positively. We want to fake it till we make it if we have to. We want to be very careful with the words that we choose, and we don't want to start any arguments with people. The arguments you start now, you'll be arguing with these people for a whole year. So I'm not arguing with anybody. I don't care how they come at me. This is the case when Jesus said, if they slap you, your hand, if they slap your face, if they steal your cloak, give them your shawl. Like, this is the time for that. If somebody steals this from you, give them something else, like, because it's going to be returned back to you 100-fold. What you don't want to do is, dwell on the negativity that's going on. You want to find as many positive things as you can, and let's focus on that. And that's even within your own life. Counting your blessings right now is good. The scripture from service yesterday was regarding the leper. So being the leper that goes back and gives thanks, that's a good idea. Be the one out of 10 who goes back and thanks the Most High for everything that he's done. There was also some mention of Zig Ziglar. So if I find the audio, one of the audios that I listen to him all the time, I'll be listening to that, putting myself in a really, really positive mindset. See You at the Top is Zig Ziglar's like classic. Classic. It's really, really good. And so if I can find a good audio book of that, I'll share it. But you want to really focus in on the good vibrations, which is why I made sure to get into the sun. You know, you want to ground as much as possible too. Some people may be experiencing purging. That's fine. You're getting out all the stuff. The daughter is getting ready to make her appearance. You know what I mean? And I'm not even going to be fighting with people about what version of the divine feminine is going to show up. I'm going to wait until the new year to go into that. Um, you know, because it was like impressed upon me to have that discussion. But we're not even going to argue right now. If people think it's the mother, fine. They think Jesus is coming, fine. Whatever you believe, go 10 toes in on it. We're not arguing with you right now. We're not having no arguments between now and the full moon. I did post a video for the new moon. If you missed that, you can look on my channel. We have our full moon meeting scheduled. I also scheduled the tarot masterclass where we're going to talk about the tarot spiral. You'll be able to ask questions. That's going to be the first week in January. We have the the pendulum masterclass. We're going to talk about the pendulum stuff. So anyway, there's a lot of great opportunities out here for you to there's a lot of great opportunities out here for you to really have a really good year next year. And it's dependent on you staying in a good mood for the next 2 weeks. Now, mind you, everything is going to try and come and knock you off your block. But it's beneath you, so don't worry about that stuff. Just know, be able to. I'm only saying that so you can recognize when you see it. Oh, they're just trying to knock me off my block. No, I'm staying in my high vibration. I'm going to make it through these next 2 weeks successfully. This is only 2 weeks. This is the most important 2 weeks of the year to be happy, which is just crazy. This is like the start of the happiness timeline. So you have of course, because it's joy. That's why they put Jesus' birthday. I mean, it's all this. Anyway, the Gregorian calendar is really designed for us to be successful. The problem is that we lost sight of that, and so now we've got to go back into being grateful that we have access to a calendar that literally is lined up for us to take advantage of every single celestial movement that can impact us in a positive way. And instead of fighting against those different holidays, we need to roll with them. I mean, and even if you're not going to do holly jolly Christmas, whatever, just be happy, be joyful. Don't argue with people about whatever it is you're celebrating, you know, whatever it is. And it's funny because Kwanzaa is like the antithesis of that. They put Kwanzaa after Christmas. So this whole 2 weeks when you're supposed to be holly jolly, all of that, they put Kwanzaa after, so that it would be like basically setting you up to be angry for the next year. Like, these people don't fool me. So these demonic 9 people, they got a real strategy that they always take, and we're just jumping over it. We're getting into the full energy, you know, everything. The world is your oyster. Everything is great. Taking that leap of faith, we're going to stay right in that energy. What we're not going to do is succumb to the energy that they're trying to project onto us, right? So I just wanted to make a quick video letting everybody know this, so that you all can get into the holiday spirit. Let the holiday spirit get into you. There we go. Let the holiday spirit get into you. Don't be so, why so serious? Don't be that. Be happy. Be joyful. Be grateful for what the Most High has done for you. And just watch how that works for you. Do it as an experiment. Do it as a favor to me and see how it works, okay? So shalom, everyone. We will see you in the next video.